Have you ever heard the name Atlantis? It's a whisper from the past, a story of a magnificent island empire that vanished beneath the waves in a single day and night of misfortune. Most people dismiss it as just a myth, a bedtime story. But what if it wasn't? What if the greatest civilization the world has ever known was real, and its story has been deliberately hidden or simply forgotten? This tale begins with one of the most respected thinkers in history, the Greek philosopher Plato. Around 360 BC, he wrote about Atlantis in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias. He described it as an island larger than Libya and Asia combined, located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, which we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. According to Plato, Atlantis was a naval powerhouse, a technologically advanced society with incredible architecture, concentric rings of water and land, and temples covered in precious metals. Its people were descendants of Poseidon, the god of the sea. They were noble and virtuous, but over time their divine nature weakened, and they became filled with greed and ambition. As a punishment, the god sent a catastrophe, a series of violent earthquakes and floods that swallowed the entire island, erasing it from existence. For centuries, this was just a story, a moral lesson from Plato. But could it be more? Let's look beyond the myth and into the clues left behind. The first question is, where would Atlantis even be? Plato's description points to the Atlantic Ocean. Over the years, countless explorers and researchers have proposed locations all over the world. Some say it was in the Mediterranean, perhaps the island of Santorini, which was devastated by a volcanic eruption around 1600 BC. This event, known as the Minoan eruption, was so massive it might have inspired Plato's story. The Minoan civilization on the island of Crete was a powerful maritime culture that suddenly declined around that time. The similarities are intriguing, but Santorini is much smaller than the island Plato described. Others have looked to the Caribbean, near the Bimini Road, an underwater rock formation that some believe is a remnant of an ancient road or wall. Then there's the Azores, a group of volcanic islands right on the mid-Atlantic ridge, a hotspot of seismic activity. Some theories even place Atlantis in Antarctica, suggesting the continent was once ice-free and home to a great civilization before a sudden shift in the Earth's crust froze it over. The search for Atlantis has become a global treasure hunt, with each theory offering tantalizing possibilities but no definitive proof. So, let's consider the geological evidence. Plato describes a cataclysmic event. Could something like that actually happen? Absolutely. We know about mega tsunamis, massive volcanic eruptions, and sudden land subsidence caused by tectonic plate movements. The Earth's history is filled with such catastrophic events. The Storegga slide off the coast of Norway, about 8,000 years ago, caused a massive tsunami that inundated coastlines across the North Atlantic. What if a similar event, or something even larger, struck a highly populated island continent? It's not just possible, it's geologically plausible. And what about the idea of an advanced ancient civilization? We often underestimate our ancestors. Think about the pyramids of Giza, Stonehenge, or the intricate city of Teotihuacan. These structures show a mastery of engineering and astronomy that still baffles us today. Could the Atlanteans have possessed technology we can't even comprehend? Some theories, often venturing into the realm of speculation, suggest they had harnessed crystal energy, mastered flight, or even had contact with extraterrestrial beings. These ideas are popular in fringe circles, but they tap into a deep-seated feeling that there is more to our past than mainstream history tells us. Interestingly, stories of a great flood and a lost paradise are not unique to Plato. They appear in cultures all over the world. The Epic of Gilgamesh from Mesopotamia, the story of Manu in Hindu texts, and the biblical tale of Noah's Ark all describe a world-altering deluge that wiped out a corrupt civilization, allowing humanity to start anew. Could these be echoes of a single, real event, a collective memory of a catastrophe that befell a civilization like Atlantis? Let's also examine some strange maps. The Piri Reis map, created in 1513 by a Turkish admiral, is one of the most mysterious. It appears to show the coastlines of South America and even Antarctica with stunning accuracy. What's baffling is that Antarctica wasn't officially discovered until 300 years later, and its coastline is buried under miles of ice. The map's creator, Piri Reis, noted that he compiled it from much older source maps, some dating back to the time of Alexander the Great. Could these ancient maps have been created by a seafaring culture with global knowledge, a culture like the Atlanteans, before their home was lost to the sea? Now let's step into the darker, more forbidden side of the Atlantis theory. Why would this information be hidden? Some believe that the story of Atlantis holds uncomfortable truths about human history and our potential. If such a powerful civilization could destroy itself through its own hubris and greed, it serves as a powerful warning for our own society today. Perhaps powerful institutions throughout history have suppressed this knowledge to maintain control, to keep us from realizing our own potential or from learning from the mistakes of the past. Think about it, a society that achieved a perfect balance with nature, possessed advanced technology, and then lost it all. This isn't just a story about a sunken island. It's a story about the fragility of civilization itself. It forces us to ask difficult questions. Are we on a similar path? Are our technological advancements leading us toward a brighter future or toward our own downfall? The legend of Atlantis continues to captivate us because it represents a lost utopia, a world of wonders that was snatched away. It's a puzzle with pieces scattered across geology, mythology, and ancient texts, while mainstream archaeology remains skeptical, demanding concrete physical evidence, a sunken pillar, an inscription, anything tangible. The search continues. Every new underwater discovery, every unexplained artifact, reignites the hope that one day we might find definitive proof. So, is Atlantis a myth? A philosophical allegory created by Plato to teach us about power and corruption? Or is it a forbidden reality? A real historical place whose memory has survived for millennia as a faint, haunting legend? Maybe the truth lies somewhere in between. Perhaps Plato based his story on real events, blending historical memory of smaller catastrophes with philosophical ideals to create his ultimate cautionary tale. The ocean still holds so many secrets. Over 80% of it remains unexplored, unmapped, and unseen by human eyes. What lies in those dark, crushing depths? Ancient cities, lost technologies, the remnants of an empire that ruled the world. We may never know for sure, but the quest for Atlantis is more than just a search for a lost city. It's a search for a deeper understanding of our own past and a mirror for our future. It's a reminder that even the greatest empires can fall, and that the line between myth and reality is sometimes thinner than we think. What do you believe? Was Atlantis a real, thriving empire? Or is it just the most compelling myth ever told? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're fascinated by the mysteries of our past, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We have so many more lost civilizations to explore together. Thanks for watching.